Hey English learners, welcome back. I am Ananya. Do you ever wonder whether to say if I was or if I were? Maybe you heard sentences like if I were rich or if I was rude. Now, both these sentences sound okay, right? But only one of them is grammatically correct. Now, this is a common area of confusion for English learners, and even fluent English speakers sometimes get it wrong. So, in today's lesson, I'll clear this confusion once and for all. In today's lesson, we will learn the grammar rule behind using was and were, the difference between real and imaginary situations, and how to use both in your daily conversations. So, are you ready? Let's get started. First, let's understand the basic rule. Here's a rule you need to remember. We use if I were for imaginary, hypothetical, or unreal situations. Things that are not true or they are unlikely to happen. On the other hand, we use if I was for real, possible situations in the past, when you're not sure if something happened or not. In short, if I were is for unreal situations, and if I was is for possibly real situation. I hope you got the basic difference. Now let's understand them in detail. First, let's understand the use of if I were. We use if I were in subjunctive mood. Don't worry about this fancy English grammar name, subjunctive mood. That just means we are talking about unreal or imaginary situations. Things that are not true, but we wish they were true, or we're just imagining them in our mind. Let's take a look at some examples. If I were rich, I would travel the world. Now, am I rich? I'm not rich, but I am imagining that I am rich. If I were you, I wouldn't do that, but I'm not you. It's just advice or suggestion. If she were here, she would help us. Now, is she here? She's not here, but we are imagining if she was. If she were the boss, she would change the rules. But is she the boss? Of course not. She's not the boss. We're just imagining her to be the boss. Now, the grammar structure looks something like this. We use if plus subject plus verb plus rest of the condition. Now, this is the first part of the sentence. And the second part of the sentence, we again use subject plus would plus base verb. This is very important. We always use would in the second part of the sentence. This is called the second conditional, and it's used for unreal, hypothetical situations in the present or future. One more important thing to note. We use were with all the subjects. I, he, she, it, all of them take were in unreal conditions. Think of it like this. When you're dreaming or imagining or wishing, always use were. I hope that was clear. Now let's talk about if I was. We use this when we are talking about something that might have really happened in the past, but we are not 100% sure. Were is only for imagination, but I was is real possibility or could have happened, but it didn't. I hope you understood the difference. Now, we use this structure with first conditional or past real conditional sentences. We use this when we are talking about real or possible events in the past. I hope that was clear. Let's take a look at some examples. If I was rude yesterday, I apologize. Maybe I was rude. I'm not sure. I'm just checking. So if I was rude yesterday, I apologize. If she was late, it was probably because of traffic. Now there is a possibility she was late. We are not sure. If she was at the party, I didn't see her. Now there's a chance that she was there. This is not imaginary. It's most likely possible, but I didn't see her. Now the structure is pretty simple. We use if plus subject plus was and the rest of the sentence. Now, if I was is often followed by I'm sorry, then, that's why. Just keep that in mind. So remember, if you're talking about a real situation in the past or something that might have happened, always use was. Here's an easy rule to remember. If the second part of your sentence has would, then the first part must be imaginary and always use were. Think of would as the signal that your sentence is not real. It is just imaginary. It's just there in your mind. I hope you got it. Come on, let's quickly recap. Use if I were for imaginary or unreal situations. Use if I was for real or possible past events. And if your sentence has would, it's imaginary. Always and always use were. Now it's time to test your understanding. Let's see how well you understood this lesson. You have 5 questions on your screen. What you have to do is fill in the blanks with was or were. You can pause the video here, take a screenshot, and drop your answers in the comments. I would love to read your answers. So that's it for today. This is one of the most common grammar mistakes even advanced English learners make. Now you will never get confused between if I was and if I were. If you found this lesson helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more practical grammar lessons. I'm going to see you soon with another interesting grammar lesson. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing English. Bye for now.